Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening. The time is 11 past 8 at night, and the date is 21st of July, 2013. I would like to say some things about the people that I used to go to church with and the reasons I actually left that church. I'd like to let you know about the reasons that I left that church was because of the horrifying way of the brainwashing, threatening behaviors, and conspiracies that were going on in that church, and the very same people who are isolating me and torturing me and many other things, many of them were people in that church, and threatening me that if I don't do certain things, which I've said time and time again, they're going to come to the court and they're going to lie about me. And Jesus have gave me the choice. I either have this choice or that choice. It's up to them. It's up to me which one I choose. And many conversations about the money, that I have to forget this money. Jesus doesn't want me to have this money. Jesus want me to do this. Jesus want me to do that. And the horrifying way of brainwashing, which I clearly mentioned time and time before. The horrifying way of brainwashing was just like the movie I mentioned previously, Ticket to Heaven, in 1981. Holy Spirit was revealing himself every few minutes to somebody in that church, that, oh, God has a message for you, God say this, God say that, which I don't like to go through it anymore. And these people are simply coming to your life, make decisions for you, just to torture you, to cause a significant, the course, the word actually I'm stuck. I don't know if I'm using the right word or not. To great damage, psychological damage in your mind. These are the people that work with the barristers, with the lawyers, they how to manipulate you, how to spy on you, and how to work with the barristers and everybody else, and how to lie when they come to the court, and what to say this, to say that, as a witnesses, and as other things mentioned. Some of the things that were mentioned in this church to me by certain people, I'm not going to mention at this time. I save it all to the court. And horrifying way of brainwashing and torturing, and the things they have done, and the things they were saying and they were doing. At the end of the day, this money has been paid out by the UK government, and UK government says, okay, why he gets the money? This is a white money, this is a English money, this is a British money, he should not have this money. And these people, by bribing and all the rest of it, will try to get that money by brainwashing you in a religious way, and forcing me to come and say certain things to the court. Otherwise, this will happen, that will happen, this will happen, that will happen. Or they're gonna simply come and say, I have a psychological problem, I have this, I have that, I'm a liar, and many other things, and asking you for money for basically many things that they would want to say, and keep telling me that I have to forget this money and all the rest of it. And among them are undercover police officers, there are judges, judge or people that claim to me previously they're in contact with the judges, they can do this, they can do that, I have to forget this money. They keep talking to me about the house with the swimming pool and Land Rover, and this will happen, that will happen, you just have to come to the court and say this, say that, and many other things. They're horrifying way of brainwashing at this disgusting church that I was going to. It was fascinating. The things I heard, the conversations that was taken about this money, and the things they were telling me, as long as I'm not willing to do this, to do that, this is gonna happen, this is gonna happen, this is gonna happen. All of that would be telling to the court, and now they're trying to make it look like, oh, as they have told me about, I have a psychological problem, and I start run and shouting. One of them keeps sending me this disgusting email in order to cause psychological damage and torturing me. One of the guys who's one of the very same people who works heavily towards isolation and torturing me with other people, and they keep trying to get me back to that disgusting and horrifying church. Ladies and gentlemen, if you find yourself in this situation, stay away from the religious places. There is nothing but a brainwashing. They will use these people as a Christians to come to the court and lie, to discredit you, to torture you, and many other things, and delay your work all the time, all the time. The most disgusting people I have seen throughout this investigation were these people in this church, throughout these 4 years. They keep torturing you. They trying to go to that court without you even knowing about it, and they try to come back to you and give you a little house or something, or little this and little that, and many things that I was offered, and many things that I was told that I have to say, which was refused. They're very, very disgusting people, horrifying people. I mean, these are the things I'll be mentioning to the court, and they can come and lie as much as they possibly like. I mean, the country that would do these things, I don't see the I don't see how do we having a competency or competent to deal with this case, UK government, when you're under a massive amount of torture by these people. Every 2 minutes Holy Spirit will reveal himself to somebody else. Oh, who was that? Like they have this way of speaking a tongue language, sha la 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 la, and then another person who has a gift of translating it. Oh, who was that? It was the Holy Spirit. Oh, Holy Spirit has a message for Puya. Oh, brother Puya, you have to forget this money. Holy Spirit says you have to forget this money because a certain minister have hand on it. Another mention, oh, Jesus doesn't want you to have this money. They follow you, they go after your family and this and that. And the guys who telling me don't worry about this, don't worry about that, and when you come out of the church, they completely changing their mind, and they're ready to come to the courts and lie, and how disgusting these people are for money. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much, and have a good day. And the word by word of what these people have said, and threatening behaviors from them, would be telling to the courts, and especially a few of them, the undercover police officer and the guy who's Patrick, I think his name is, who have worked heavily against me in order isolation. Like, for instance, I'll go to the church and tell them I applied for this job, this has happened, this has happened. The guy wants to give me a job, all of a sudden he changes his mind, torturing you psychologically, telling you Muslims are devil worshippers, they're this, they're that, Christians, oh, we're Christians, manipulate you. They give you wrong advice all the time. Anything you want to do, they know about it, they report about it, and the whole thing will stop about you. The most disgusting people that I've had to deal with were people in this church especially. Unfortunately, the isolation is horrifying. Everybody come in your life, I'm in the country, who pays so much to someone, so much to someone, so much to someone, citizenship to someone, to destroy someone's life, of course. They'll be paying a lot of money to these people as well, who are really power hungry and money hungry, and you see the way what they actually are doing to me. And there will be a court day one day, and all these things will actually come out. They can carry on the torture, psychological torture, isolation, and everything at the same time, but these things will actually come out. And every conversation that takes place in that church, I'll be telling to the courts and what's been happening. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.